Tonight, we report on how a jury convicted a man for stealing and how a new business is opening in Ephrata. What's happening in sports, Bob?
In sports, the Mola Hyatts returned from the East Lake Invitational. Stay tuned to find out how they finished in the competition. How low will the mercury dip in the Columbia Basin tonight?
And from the weather department, we are trying to stay warm somehow. It is just bitter cold, and old man winter's not letting go anytime soon.
All this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
When a Moses Lake man walked into the glass house, car and dog wash and stole money, the public helped identify him. Now a Grant County jury convicted Alex Taviv, a 49-year-old man, of burglary in the 2nd degree and theft in the 3rd degree. Taviv has no previous convictions and faced between 1 and 3 months in jail for the crimes. But Judge Evan Spurline sentenced him to 20 days in jail, 20 days of community service, and to repay $645 to the glass house car and dog wash. He walked into the car wash office and stole the cash. The public assisted the police in identifying him after surveillance video was provided to the media. A new business is opening its doors in Ephrata and offering something different for lunch. Reporter Courtney Vasquez has the story.
Pita Pit is set to open on Monday in Ephrata. Owner Pam Lessiman said she decided to bring Pita Pit to Ephrata after multiple people gave her the idea. She has always loved Pita Pit restaurants, so she decided to contact the company. She received a response the next day. Lessiman said Pita Pit is a lively company. After training with the Pita Pit Corporation, she's found that the pita business is all about having a fun, friendly, and clean environment. The interior of the restaurant reflects the positive mood that Lessiman hopes to bring to the community. With plenty of seating, Lessiman expects to draw in a big crowd next week. She believes that the business will attract more than just Ephrata residents. She expects people from all over Grant County. Lessiman said the doors open at 10 a.m. on Monday. She said they are also offering catering and delivery services. For iFIBER 1 News, I'm Courtney Vasquez.
Thank you, Courtney. A woman was arrested in Warden for allegedly slashing a man that struck her with a belt. Haha Rodriguez, a 28-year-old Othello woman, was arrested for assault in the 2nd degree domestic violence. According to Warden Police Chief Rick Martin, police responded to a report of domestic violence at a home in the 900 block of South Washington Avenue Monday afternoon. A 30-year-old man reportedly struck Rodriguez with a cotton web belt, and she retaliated by slashing him with a box cutter she had in her hand when she was hit. The man was taken to Samaritan Hospital for non-life-threatening injuries, and Rodriguez was booked into the Grant County Jail. Big Bend Community College is presenting a winter concert on Monday featuring the Big Bend Community Orchestra and the Collegiate Singers. The concert starts at 7 p.m. in the Wallenstein Performing Arts Center. Admission is by voluntary donation to the music department's Rehab the Grand campaign to refurbish the school's 7-foot Baldwin concert grand piano. For more information, you can call 509-793-2140. A Mattawa man will serve at least 25 years in prison after brutally raping his girlfriend's 5-year-old daughter. Juan Jorez, a 26-year-old man, was sentenced in Grant County Superior Court on Monday after pleading guilty to rape in the 1st degree and rape of a child in the 1st degree in December. Prosecutor Angus Lee explained because of the age of the victim, Juarez faced a minimum of 25 years in prison. In 2012, Juarez was upset with the victim's mother. He accused her of cheating on him, and she fled to avoid an assault. The woman left behind her daughter, and Juarez raped the child as an act of revenge.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We'll be right back after this.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
If it's metal, we buy it at J&K Recycling, from junk cars to farm equipment and everything in between. We are looking to buy industrial and construction equipment, iron and steel, copper, brass, or aluminum. We buy scrap metal of any kind. We can come to you to clean up your junk so you don't have to. Give J&K Recycling a call today. Remember, if it's metal, we buy it.
Hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Don Morelli for you here on iFIBER Channel 1 weather, and we are looking at very, very cold temperatures. Unfortunately, old man winter really is holding strong here. Our forecast, by the way, brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Of course, it's the coldest air of the year. I don't have to tell you. You just step outside and it just slaps you in the face. It's going to be bitter cold. In fact, you had the winds for the next 36, 48 hours. Wind chills -10 to -20. Now that's dangerously cold, folks. Very, very cold. Watch out for frostbite. Really bundle on up out there. A couple of chances of snow, though, late in the forecast period. I'll talk about that shortly. Again, though, but in the meantime, it's just going to be cold. 18 degrees the morning low, 23 the afternoon high. It will be close to this low, if not now, pretty shortly, as we see mainly clear skies. And looking at our Moses Lake extremes today, 23 and 16. The extremes way below the normal high of 40 degrees. We won't see close to freezing, actually, for the next several days. So, again, find some way to stay warm, folks. It's very, very cold. Oh, look at this, 19 degrees. I just said we're pretty close to the morning low of 18. So, again, the daytime low, midnight to midnight, probably will end up in the single digits across the area. 2-degree dew point, very, very dry. Look at that wind speed, 13. Wind chills are already near 0. Here's the outlook now across the area for the next 36 hours or so. A few upslope, mountain-type precipitation areas, but generally just the clouds of earlier today are dissipating, and we'll see mainly clear skies. Dry, cold Arctic air in place right through the midweek time frame. A system out west drops well to our south, but what I want to focus on is that behind that several more come in, and eventually the track will be over us. A brief one on Saturday, a more significant one maybe on Tuesday. So again, winter definitely here. Clear skies from border to border, really. Temperatures are way below normal, low to mid-30s across the Cascades. On the coast, in the single digits in the inland northwest to the lower teens. Very, very cold. As we zoom into our area, again, looking for a lot more sun than what we saw on our Tuesday for our Wednesday afternoon, but the temperatures are not responding at all. Struggling to get out of the teens, wind chills 10 below. So it's a bundled up day. Specifically, the next 7 days. Let's start off on the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just cold, teens. Overnight lows in the single digits, if not below. Some flurries on Saturday, Tuesday. We're going to have to watch that, folks.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4- or all-wheel drive. So when roads are a challenge, we have your answer with great limited time savings, including the best-selling RAV4. Right now with APR financing as low as 0%. Or go for the larger Highlander with $1,000 cash back or the same 0% APR. Both ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4- and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-age children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. If you are heading west for tomorrow's parade to celebrate the Seahawks Super Bowl win, the team and Seattle officials are advising fans to dress warm as the high temperature for the day is forecast in the 30s. Officials are also urging the 12th-man fans to carpool or take transit to reduce congestion. The parade, featuring Seahawks players, coaches, Seagulls, the Blitz, and the Blue Thunder drumline, runs from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. down 4th Avenue through downtown Seattle from Denny Way to CenturyLink Field. The superintendent of Seattle Public Schools says parents can take their kids out of school for Wednesday's victory parade, but said it will be an unexcused absence. The Seattle Times reported Superintendent Jose Banda released a statement Monday in which he said, "While we support the team, academics must come first, and it's important not to lose a day in the classroom." The Seattle Times printed 106,000 extra copies of Monday's paper after the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, and even that wasn't enough. So a second press run with 35,000 more copies hit the stands this morning. Super Bowl 48 was somewhat of a bust on the field, but it was a record breaker in TV land. For the 4th time in 5 years, the Super Bowl has set a record for the most watched television event in U.S. history, drawing 111.5 million viewers. The game also set standards for the most streamed sports event online, and with 24.9 million tweets, the biggest U.S. live TV event on Twitter. Sports fans bet a record 119.4 million at Nevada casinos on the Super Bowl, up from a record 98.9 million waged on last year's game. The Gambling Control Board says unaudited tallies showed sportsbooks made an unprecedented profit of 19.7 million on the action. That's more than the past 3 Super Bowl wins combined. The Mola Hyatts, the Moses Lake High School drill and dance team, took first place at the East Lake Invitational Saturday. The team, under the direction of Lori Baker, competed against 21 troops from the west side of the state and came away with the top spot in dance, kick, military, and palm. The Mola Hyatts are hosting the Moses Lake Invite Saturday from noon to 4 p.m. at Moses Lake High School. Approximately 13 teams from the east side of the state are expected to enter the competition. Basin High School postseason wrestling takes place this weekend. The Ephrata Tigers head to Ellensburg for the District 5-6 tournament Friday, and the Moses Lake Chiefs travel to Yakima to take part in the District 4A tournament at Eisenhower High School Saturday. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Doc, your run clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Our spotlight story tonight is about how 50 students at Columbia Ridge Elementary School demonstrated science. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Ephrata's Columbia Ridge Elementary School Science Fair recently drew about 40 entries with more than 50 individual students or students on teams. Kindergartners to fourth graders took part in the event, which was the first one in many years. Fair co-chair Stephanie Mills, who had 2 daughters compete in the event, shared why the Parent Teachers Organization organized the event.
We understand that there is a global need for children to be very interested in STEM careers, meaning science, technology, engineering, and math. And so we wanted to instill an interest in that in our students, especially let them know that no matter what your gender or your background, you can be a scientist.
Columbia Ridge students, for the most part, came up with their own science project ideas.
Well, we provided them with a night where we could give them some suggestions, but we also encouraged them to look online. Their teachers gave them a lot of ideas, and we did send them to the North Central Regional Library as well to look things up.
Columbia Ridge principal Scott Monson said the fair was a success largely because of support from parents.
PTO has organized this science fair, and we hope to keep it going every year. But we've had them in the past, but a long time ago. There's a real push for science in the schools right now, science and math. And when we were talking to PTO, my PTO here at Columbia Ridge is very interested in science and math. So it was only natural that we try and get this going.
Students were interviewed by judges about their projects. First grader Bailey Broche won first place for her project. What 3D glasses are the best?
We thought that what 3D glasses are the best, and we found out that blue and pink are the best.
Third grader Gabe Daly's project involved a motor and a plastic dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a robot. It's just plastic.
Fourth grader Wesley Houskin explained what his project was all about.
It's about how and in which order common household liquids stack. For example, the vegetable oil stacked on top of the water. But in my hypothesis, I thought it would be the other way around. And also in my hypothesis, I thought the water would be at the very top and honey at the very bottom. I was right about honey being at the very bottom, but wrong about water being at the top. Rubbing alcohol was at the top.
Best of Fair winner Anna Pugh, a fourth grader, in April will go to the Washington State Science and Engineering Fair in Bremerton. She will compete for a money prize there. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Let's go back to where better ingredients, better pizza first began.
Road trip. Wow, 1984.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate 30 years of Papa John's. Get a large one-topping pizza for just 30 cents when you buy any large pizza at regular menu price.
30-cent pizza. Now that's pretty cool.
This is what's cool.
No, that's just wrong. Stick to better ingredients.
Better pizza?
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Please.
A group wants to educate the dangers of marijuana before retail stores open in Grant County. They took to the airwaves to help people learn. Here with the story is Cameron Probert.
The members of the Moses Lake Community Prevention Coalition have a message. Marijuana may be legal, but it's not harmless. The coalition has taken its message to forums, schools, city council meetings, and most recently KBSN radio. Ryan Leonard, Carolyn Pence, and Lee Allison Ray sat down with radio host Harold Hochstetter for an hour to talk about the implications of legalizing marijuana sales. The coalition's goal is to prevent underage substance abuse. Pence, Leonard, and Allison Ray fear the more marijuana becomes socially acceptable, the more children will see it as a normal activity. Leonard said the experiment of legalizing marijuana allows society to focus on ways to not repeat the same failures society has made with alcohol and tobacco. She pointed to the mistakes of advertising aimed at children and families being misinformed about the law.
A lot of our youth, unfortunately, are seeing legalization and equating that with safe and healthy alternative. And we definitely we definitely know that marijuana is not safe for people who are basically under their mid-20s.
They hope the education that the coalition provides will help people make better choices. While they disagree with legalizing marijuana, they don't want to infringe on people's right to use the drug.
Is very dangerous. There's a lot of dangers that go with underage drinking, overdoses, other drugs getting used or mixed in, the quality, the purity of things that people are using.
Leonard said the coalition is trying to combat the idea that marijuana is harmless, using existing research and presenting it to people.
These are not things that we're just making up in the back room because we think it's good to say. These are things that are supported by national research studies, National Institute of Health, National NIDA. Yeah, I forget all the acronyms, but I mean, these are groups that are spending their lives and their money and research dollars to look at this.
For iFiber 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Thank you, Cameron. And that's going to do it for us here at iFiber 1 News. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.